The Durban High Court has, on Tuesday, 31 March 2026, dismissed Mr. Calvin Mathibeli's leave to appeal with punitive cost. Mr. Mathibeli had sought to appeal the 27 February 2026 judgment, which gave him 24 hours to remove all defamatory posts which he had made about Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi on social media, websites, and digital media. Mathibeli, who was ordered to pay all legal costs, was also prohibited from repeating false accusations he had made about Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. The defamatory, character assassinating allegations made by Mathibeli had the potential to tarnish the image of both Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi and the entire police service in KwaZulu-Natal. Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi has welcomed the judgment, saying that it is a valuable lesson to loose-tongued individuals who recklessly defame others with no proof. Open quotes. This victory is for law-abiding South Africans who denounce criminality and aspire for a crime-free South Africa. Anyone can be challenged, but defaming a person should not be part of the debate. The law is for us all, and everyone has constitutional rights which must be respected at all times. Close quotes by General Mkhwanazi. Udaba likaCalvin Mathibeli sesake salukhuluma kusuka ngosuku lokuqala ngesikhathi ayikhuluma neNewsroom Africa ethi uGeneral Mkhwanazi uthumela amaphoyisa ukuthi awabulala abantu. Okunye futhi akusho ukuthi uma amaphoyisa aseKZN ephumile uGeneral Mkhwanazi ufonela abamamoshari ukuze balunge ngoba bezobulala abantu. Ziningi izinto wathi uGeneral Mkhwanazi is captured by ama-private security company angama-competitor wakhe kanye nama-families laba abanama-taxi lapha eThekwini. Konke lokhu uyakwazi. Ziningi izinto azibala ngesikhathi ayikhuluma neNewsroom Africa. Emveni kwalapho uGeneral Mkhwanazi wathatha icala walifaka enkantolo on agent application. Enkantolo mabefika abameli bakhe bathi yena unemali, uma ngabe uMkhwanazi ebona ukuthi ungcolisa igama lakhe akasho ukuthi ufuna malini uzomkhokhela lo mali. uGeneral Mkhwanazi wathi maningi ama-charity la nemakhaya ey'ntandane ney'ndawo eziningi nje ezidinga imali. Uma yena enibona ukuthi unemali eningi akabhale i-check athumele kulezo ndawo ukuze bezokwazi ukuthi bathole imali leyo balungise iy'nsiza zabo, ngoba yena ufuna ukuthi lo muntu axolise ngoba ungcolisa igama lakhe. Emveni kwalapho saphuma isinqumo samthola uCalvin ukuthi unecala. Emveni kwalapho wasenikezwa 24 hours ukuthi akahoxisa amagama akhe, asuse yonke amaphosta akawabhala ku-social media nakuzo zonke iy'ndawo. Yonke into akayibhala nje ngoGeneral Mkhwanazi. Akavumanga ukulandela lowo myalelo wenkantolo. Kunalokho waphinde wabuyela enkantolo njengoba bekaseyo-aphila, eyofaka i-appeal ukuthi ufuna kubuyekeza isinqumo lesi esathathwa inkantolo ngesikhathi imthola ukuthi uhaba necala. Le post engiqeda kuyifunda manje iyasazisa ukuthi iDurban High Court isichithile isicelo sakhe se-appeal, okusho ukuthi kufanele akhokhe iy'ndleko zabameli aphinde futhi axolise ngayo yonke into ayisho ngoGeneral Mkhwanazi. Uma ngithi ngingena kwi-X eyaziwa ngeTwitter ngasithela lapho kwe-letter yakhe evela kubameli bakhe ifundeka kanje. Le-letter le ibhalwe ngomhla ka-1 ku-April 2026 okuyinamuhla, ivela kuSanay Mbatha and Associates. Dear Madam, our client Calvin Mathibeli, Durban High Court. We refer to the Durban High Court order which was confirmed yesterday. Our client has complied with the said order as far as within the control by deleting all messages and comments on your client from his Facebook account where it was previously posted. Unfortunately, Our client is not in control of the TV broadcast and can unfortunately therefore not retract same unless invited for another interview by the broadcaster. Our client has previously indicated that he will refrain from making any further posts, comments about your client on social media as per the court order. We trust that our client has now complied with the said court order as far as he is possible. Yours faithful. Na-ke iletha le evela kubameli bakhe eshoyo ukuthi emveni kokuba kuphuma umyalelo wenkantolo wokuthi akasuse adelete wonke amaphosti lapha ayibhale khona ngoGeneral Mkhwanazi, uthi ngokwakhe usewasusile wonke, ngisho ama-comment ukususile konke. Kodwa abakucacisayo ukuthi njengoba i-order ithi funeka abuyele kwi-TV station, kwi-Newsroom Africa lapha ekhulume khona, uyachaza ukuthi akekho in control of i-TV station leso. Kodwa uma bengase bam-invite, he's willing ukuthi aye khona afika retracte wonke lento ayikhulumile, ayihoxise yonke lento ayikhulumile. Kodwa nje yonke le nkulumo le useyisusile, ucomplya nomyalelo we-court ngoba sehlulwe i-appeal. Ilolu daba bengithi angikulethele lona ngoCalvin ngoba silikhulume kakhulu udaba lwakhe. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukhulumile ngaye ngesikhathi ebelapha eParliament, ikakhulukazi mayikhuluma noSibonelo Nomvalo.
About a businessman in KZN, a man called Calvin Mathibeli, who made serious allegations about you. I know that you took the matter to court, but I think the matter did not deal, the court did not deal with the merits. It only dealt with your application to interdict. So all the merits that, and the allegations that he raised when he spoke about you were not dealt with. And therefore, they have not been tested by any court of law, and they are not under any judicial scrutiny. So the allegations that he made, I think you know all of them, General, but I will summarize them. He says you are working for business bosses. He further says you are using the police to settle scores, and the police are doing dirty work. They target KZN police. They target certain individuals, and they pretend to be conducting investigations with an intention of killing those individuals. What is your reaction to that? How is your reaction? How do you react to that?
Honorable Member, Mr. Mathibeli, I did not know him. He believed one of the business people in KZN like many others. But what I become aware is when I'm told about the things that the man is writing on Facebook, comments he makes about me as a person. But what is interesting on that is that he even includes the issues of Minister Mkhunu and what we are discussing here. And when I inquired more, then I established that he's a person who's very close to the minister. So he made a lot of false allegations and allegations of things that are coming from the media, amongst others. It's a given. There are people that are loyal to Mr. Mkhunu. The press briefing was in no way to make Minister Mkhunu as an evil, but it was a person that was an obstacle for the administration of justice, and we had to come out with that and make it clear. But the people that support him, like Mathibeli, came out strongly and started throwing accusation around. So it's for that reason that I took it out of my own to challenge him. And he made use of the media, amongst others, to make those stories. Again, as I said about Minister Mkhunu, he's a person that's been fed the wrong information. The least the man can do is to stand up and say, I was told by so and so this information about you. Because me and him never met. but now I know his face, and I hope we'll meet very soon. We're in court now. And that was the first matter in court. We are following on that because they've not honored that court order. So we are continuing with the court process on it. Obviously, there are many other actions are going to follow thereafter. Thanks to him for having come up and start making that noise, that we started getting to know a lot of things about him from his staff that have brought to attention. That's why there was a search in his properties in different provinces, because his staff are starting to share some irregularities that are happening in his space. Not because we wanted to do that. It is because of what he exposed himself, being influenced by the people that influenced him. The allegations that he made that involved taxi people, I would be happy if you were to mention which taxi person or company or family is talking about. But to my conclusion from after investigated about who is he associated to, because I did not know he's in a taxi as well. I thought he's just a businessman that run tenders. Later I learned that dog is in the taxi environment. In actual fact, the police arrested some of his security guards. I think about 2 of them, if I'm mistaken. But when they were arrested, those security guards were protecting one taxi boss in KZN from Inanda Taxi Association, who is a chairperson there. His surname is Getsemane. When that Getsemane was arrested after invasion of a site, a mine in KZN, the police responded. They were arrested. They were detained. His guards, this Mathibeli's guard, were amongst the people that were arrested. So that what triggered Getsemane to start accusing the police on a lot of things. But I learned later that Getsemane has issues with other families in the taxi business in KZN, which is historically between them that dates back to, I don't know, 2013, somewhere about. So I then believe that that means Mathibeli being very close to Getsemane, maybe because Getsemane has issues with another family. It perhaps Mathibeli assume that I'm associated with the enemies of Getsemane. So that's my conclusion. But other than that, I have no issues. All the taxi people I engage with, I was there last weekend, Saturday, with another taxi companies before coming down here. I'm not associated with any of them. So whatever he made out there is not the truth.